here we have a rather new Atalanta against Valencia. Now, many people will say that this is an irrelevant game. You know, like, who cares? These are two small boy teams. But I think the beauty of the Champions League, like either World Cup or Euros, is once you're in the knockout stage, every team matters. You know, people that said, wait, who the hell are these FC Porto guys? We also happen. Who the hell are these Monaco guys? We also happens. Every single team matters. And I think this, because I've already said that, if the winner of this faces the winner of the Tottenham Leipzig game, there's a very good chance that either one of these teams could actually be in the final four. And I think in the Champions League, anything can happen. Who would have thought anybody would have thought Tottenham would end up in the flipping final, let alone a semi-flipping final? That's where we stand here. Both of these teams have to realize, and this is what I always say, there's no point in competing if you don't have a plan of how to win. I always use the whole Greece Euro 2004 thing. Every team that comes in here, you have to have a plan to win. Whether it's full-on defensive, parking 3 double-decker buses, whatever means you have based on the quality and you have in your team, use it, because you must be in it to win it. So that's, further ado, let's now look at the tactical setup of both sides. All right, it's the kid here, Double H, man. So we're now looking in at Atalanta, not Atlanta, Georgia, but Atalanta, man. So look, I have caught little bits of their games here and there. You know, I've caught little bits of the games here and there. I believe I caught the Atalanta-Inter game. And I've just been impressed, because Gasperini is a guy who's been around. So I'm just really impressed with what he's been able to do with a team that without any true superstars, but some pretty good players here. So again, I'm always going based off what they did in their last game. So Homey obviously plays a back three. And I think this is definitely a tactic that a lot of Italians like to use. I think a lot of Italians like to use a back three, especially old school Italians like a Gasperini up in there, man. So I think for Atalanta, they know that the pressure is on them to try and win this game. So they will know that a lot of their good work will be what these wide men do. Hitboa and Gosens, and how they can link play with Gomez and Ilicic. You know. But also, the midfield is always very key. I would say to guys, the midfield is always a very, very key thing. And also, as well, when you're playing at the crib, it is very important that you win the midfield battle. And you won't control 90 minutes of the game, but you have to control at least 60, 70 to 80% of the game. So for Frulli and Derun, it's very important that they keep possession in key points in the game, and they know how to win the ball back early and try and keep Valencia pegged back. Because Valencia aren't an amazing away team. Valencia's their strength is they have an incredible record at home. And for Atalanta, this has to be, how are you going to get G's? It's going to be, how are you going to get G's? So, and the key thing is, obviously, as you have your Gomez guy in the middle, it is the positions that he takes up. I always say to guys, especially when you're in an attacking team and you are looking for goals, this is the most important player. This is the most important player, because this player is your creator, he's your attacker, and this player here makes your team three-dimensional. Because if, let's say, this guy was just here and then you had a thing here, then it's very flat and you don't really have the connective tissue in here. This dude forms the connective tissue and is what pretty much makes midfield to attack and can make attack into creating chances. You know, Ilicic has been a guy who's been around, and I think he's going to be very important. Apart from him being good at dead balls and at free kicks, I think the positions that he takes up will be important. Because I almost feel and believe that in practice, on paper, it's like this. But I think in practice, it will be more so like this, because Zapata is really the guy that is very good inside the box. He's a really good frontman and he's a really good target man. And I think in Ilicic and Gomez, these are guys that do their work best outside of the 18-yard area. So I think for Atalanta, who I know they'll have possession of the ball, they will definitely put Valencia under pressure and they will be the aggressors, and I think they will have the larger share of the game. It is going to be very important as to the roles that Gomez and Ilicic take up. It's going to be very important how Lodi, Palomino, and Toloy, how they're able to try and just maintain a good defensive setup. Valencia will give them issues. I don't expect Valencia to give them those many issues. Valencia are not looking to win this game. Valencia are just coming to get an away goal. That's it. what Atalanta have to just focus on is clean sheet. That's where these three come in. Control the game. That's where these four come in. And get as many goals as possible. That is where the combination of these three come in, as well as the support of these wide men, and how and when either Frule or Derun come and join to make it a four and offer as many options as possible. So for where your boys Valencia are concerned right now, you have to give it up, man. Give it up to these guys for topping the group. I didn't think that they would top the group. And I'll be real. Sure that I'm not biased. I thought Ajax would top the group. Ajax were the best team. But it shows you, even if Ajax with the best team played the best for football, they didn't get it done. Valencia were the guys to get it done, so you got to give credit to those guys. So okay, so Gaia and Torres are doubts. They are doubts, but I think they should be be fine because again, shout out to I think it's Moses or something from Twitter who gave me a heads up to this really good side. Wait, let me even see. Where is Valencia? Valencia. So if you just see Valencia, so what's it doing here? Oh, sorry. No, sorry. I think I looked at the other sites. I looked at some other brick site. So Gaia and Was are cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. No. Why? There shouldn't even be a question mark here. Yeah, because I looked at another brick site which is crap for injuries and suspensions. But shout out to my dude on Twitter who gave me that other site that's a lot more reliable. So yeah, so we know it's a back for there. We have the human yellow card. Mangala saying what's up, Gabriel. Arsenal shouldn't have sold him. These guys are gonna have a very, very, very busy night. Dominic as well, these guys are going to have a very, very busy night because they know that they're going to commit an onslaught. And Valencia know that they will concede. But there are things that let's not lose by 2 clear goals. We're going to concede. Valencia know that they're not going to come away with a clean sheet. It's not happening. You're going up against a very good Atalanta team who deservedly came through. Yesterday, they lost 3 times. They deservedly came through. So whenever you're in a position like this, it's about how do you counter? How are you able to counter? Because Valencia cannot afford to throw too many men forward. It is very important that Kondogbia, Torres, and Sole, to a small extent, Spareo, really form that extra defensive papering for Mangala and Gabriel and try and ensure that neither Ilicic or Gomez find space and try to thread a ball through to Zapata or try and actually make a run into the box and actually cause some danger. But what's going to be very important is that, I think the smartest player on this entire pitch is this dude. Parejo is going to be the smartest player on this pitch. Really, really, really smart guy. And I think how he uses the ball is going to be huge. Gomez, I still will not forget. I think he was this dude that missed 2 incredible chances against Chelsea. He can't afford to do that in this game because Valencia, and I'm sure the ladders is like, we just need an away goal. Because I think what Valencia looking, if we lose 2-1, it's cool. 3. If we can lose 2-1 would be a great result for Valencia. 1-1 is superb. They just want something to take back to the Mestalla because I think Valencia are confident that at the Mestalla, them being the team with the home advantage, they can beat Atalanta. And Valencia, I think, they're slight favourites in this game. I think this is a close game, but I think they're slight favourites in this game. So if let's say Valencia can catch Atalanta on the overlap, it is very important that let's say if Kondogbia, whoever have the ball, they get that ball to Parejo as quickly as possible because Parejo is the smartest player on the pitch and he is the best passer on the pitch. And for Parejo, he has to know when to carry the ball and when to offload it. And it's very important that Guedes and Gomez, they get wide. Whenever you're in a counter, you don't really want to do this. You want to get wide, and then you want to then attack in the middle. So when Parejo said he must have an option of either Gomez or Guedes out in there, I think he should go for the Guedes option and say what's up. But actually, wait a minute. So Rodrigo is injured. Rodrigo is injured. Physical discomfort. What the hell does that mean? Physical discomfort. Okay, that's dodgy. Are you saying you have a physical discomfort because you weren't allowed to move to Barcelona? Interesting. Because if Rodrigo was here, it was great. So when Parejo has the ball, it's going to give it to Guedes. So I think, once that is done, we will see how that rolls through. But yeah, it should be a very fascinating time. So now look at this tactical of both sides. Let's go into the dressing room right now. Let's see how HH is going to try and operate to try and get into the psyche of both of these sides and really invoke that whole which one was it? Was it David? The whole in David against Goliath type thing. Nobody would have thought you guys would be here. Nobody. 3 L's. Taking 3 L's and gone through. First time it's ever happened. So it is already a miracle you already made it through in that sense of the word. Now that you're here, why stop? Why stop? People, like, the best thing you guys have, I'm talking to all of you guys, okay? I'm talking to all of you guys. The best thing that you have, it literally to stop smoking. Take a cigarette right now, okay? There's no smoking inside this dressing room. Maybe afterwards if you win. Best thing you have right now is you're the underdog. You're even the underdog in this game. Because look, you're facing a club who've been to the Champions League final twice. Shout out to your boy Cannizaro, shout out to your boy Ayama, shout out to your boy Mendieta. So you're already underdogs in this game. Use that to your advantage because all that matters is what goes down on the pitch. That's the only thing that matters. What people say, the ratings, who scored, favorites, past things. Oh, you took 3 L's. That doesn't matter. You take it game by game. You take it leg by leg. And in this leg coming through right now, 100% you've got to win. You could make a massive step into the quarterfinals because already this is the best. You're already in uncharted territory. But this is the key thing you have to understand. You ain't done yet. Oh my gosh, that's the first thing that we've made it through. Oh, cool, it's success. So even if we lose, it's a success. No. I despise, I loathe loser mentalities. You have to be in it to win it. Okay? And to do that, you have to deliver Valencia at the crib. Okay? I'm talking about minimum 2-goal margin. Look, aim for 4-0. Aim for a circumcision. Aim for a circumcision, then build upon that because, to keep it real, you ain't winning at the Mestalla. That ain't happening. So the only chance you're going to sniff those quarters is if you take a meaty margin to the Mestalla and hope you can get a few away goals here and there. That is the key thing. So if you're going to do that, if you see what's up there, then maybe you can ride. (2000) 2001. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Those are painful losses, as you well know, for your club. It's painful losses, extremely painful. Because what happens at Atletico is one thing, but to lose back-to-back finals is horrendous. And you can look at the footage of Canizares down in tears as how much that would have hurt him, being in the final twice and losing twice. Because that was an amazing team. That was an absolutely phenomenal team. Mendieta, one of the best penalty takers of all time. Aymar, one of the best number 10s in his position. Canizares was at least top 5 keeper at the time. That's a great team. And many people would have said that's the team that should have won it. Should have at least gotten 1 CL. Your club has history. I said Champions League finalists, La Liga winners as well, Copa del Rey winners. There is history within this team. And you already surprised people. Ajax were supposed to be in your position. Let's keep it real. Ajax was supposed to be in this position. But nothing is operated based on what they say. You know what matters? This. You people. You're the guys that matter. Because you're the guys that have to play on that flipping pitch. For this game, you're going up against a very good side. If you make the mistake of underestimating them, if you make that mistake of underestimating them, you've already lost. Don't underestimate this side. You need an away goal. You don't need to win. You don't need to go for the win. You need an away goal. Okay? You need to find the goal. They will score. They will come out at you. They're looking to win this game because they have to win this game. But you need an away goal. Because yes, stronger than Mestalla. You should be these guys at the Mestalla. Taking a 3-1 to the Mestalla is iffy. Taking a 3-0 or a 2-0 to Mestalla, puts a lot of pressure because they still have the power of the away goal then. Okay? Must G up. You must G up at Atalanta. You must say something once up, come to the Messiah and go through. Because look, guys, you have motivational factors are key. Motivational factors are key. Use the failures of your forefathers as your strength. Emulate them and go on further. You can't be in this competition if you don't have a mindset of trying to win it. You must try to bloody win it. And it starts against this Atalanta team. You get a result, then you can sort out in Mestalla, and you have to pull through as a team, because remember, if you make it through this tie, then everyone is underestimating you. Then the likelihood is that you're going to face a big team. But it starts with leg by leg, match by match, minutes by minutes, 10 minutes by 10 minutes, period by period. You have to win all these different categories all the way through. You take it bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit, all the way through. Then maybe you can succeed where the Canizares, Aimam, and Mendieta era failed. So there we have it, man. I'm liking this game. I think we're in for a very, very exciting game. Again, Atalanta, this is a team that have scored the most goals in Serie A. 63 goals in Serie A, scored the most. So they're a very free scoring team. And I love Zapata as a striker, and Ilicic is a nice, really good quality player. And of course, I think for Valencia, the loss of Rodrigo is going to be huge. It's going to be huge, because he is a very important asset to that team. What Guedes is going to throw? Hopefully, it's the good Guedes that actually shows up in this team. So, taking everything into account and looking through, for this leg, woo, 3-1 Atalanta. I think 3-1 Atalanta, which sets things up really nicely in Mestalla. I think because Atalanta will win. They will win. They will win this game. But I was going to go with 2-1. But I think it will be 2-1, and I think maybe in the final few minutes they're just going to get that threat, that's going to give it that extra push. So I'm going to roll with Atalanta to win this 3-1, which makes that second leg of the Mestalla an amazing watch. 100%. Peace. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams, and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.